In today's video, we're going to see an HOA that is absolutely power hungry and should be taken apart immediately. Hey, welcome back into the channel, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Occasionally, I do videos here about illegal parking inside of HOAs and parking rules, and we have one of those videos today, and this one is crazy. I know everybody that comments in the comment section says, don't ever buy in an HOA, it's terrible, and in some cases, that's true. In some cases, it's not true, and after this video, I'll give you some examples, but let's check out one of the examples here in this particular situation that is absolutely bonkers.
In this gated Eastlake community, a Clearwater police officer is facing an ultimatum. Stop parking her marked police cruiser in her driveway or pay hundreds of dollars in violation costs.
I mean, the first thought is it's a joke. This is the most absurd thing I've ever heard of.
Speaking on behalf of the officer and her husband, who is also in law enforcement, Dan Perry says taking home a marked cruiser speeds up response times and deters crime.
Every place I've ever lived, if I had a police cruiser parked next to me, I felt safer.
State law says HOAs can prohibit commercial vehicles from parking in driveways, but an opinion issued in 2005 by then State Attorney Charlie Crist, a law enforcement vehicle is not considered commercial.
They don't have that vehicle for the purpose of profit.
Holiday Isles Management, the HOA managing Cross Point and Eastlake Woodlands, agrees, but says her cruiser is issued by a government agency and therefore violates HOA rules.
There's bad rules sometimes, and sometimes in order you don't enforce those rules, you change those rules.
Perry says the family deals with tragedy every day within the community and says what's happening to them isn't right.
You just hope that they could come home to their family and just live their life, but it's now they're being harassed by this association.
The HOA told us no comment, but passed our request on to its attorney. Heather Lee, ABC Action News.
Yeah, so that is complete nonsense. It's a government vehicle, so you're not allowed to have it. That's ridiculous. A police cruiser in the neighborhood is absolutely good for security, deterring crime, making people feel safe, and has no bearing on making the neighborhood look bad or trashy or unclean. Majority of the reason that HOAs exist is to keep up property values, to keep the neighborhood clean, to keep people from growing jungles, to keep people from having broken down cars or RVs just rolling in the grass and destroying the neighborhood, right? A police vehicle in no way violates that or causes that to be bad. So take my HOA, for example. I live in an HOA. I live in Florida. 50% of all Floridians live in HOAs. It's just the way it is here. We pay $75 a month. And it includes our high-speed internet and our cable. So that's already a savings because that would be well over $100, if not $150 for the internet and cable packages that we get here. So we're already saving money. So that makes sense. The only rules our HOA here really enforces or cares about is the obvious. Don't let your grass grow all the way up over your windows and your trees. Don't let your house and your yard look like crap. Take care of it. No RVs, boats, jet skis, trailers, things like that, or broken down crap, or cars that are up on bricks. Really just that. You can have pretty much any vehicle you want in here, except for boats and accessories and RVs or things like that. You can't park here, but that's it. That's really our only rules. Don't leave trash laying around. Don't destroy the neighborhood. Don't paint your house with a giant middle finger on it. You can paint your house. You can change colors here. You can change your door. You can change your windows. You can do just about anything. You can build sheds in the backyard. You just send them the plans. They don't care. We can build pools. There's a ton of good HOAs, guys. It's not a blanket, don't ever buy in an HOA. As long as you buy in a good HOA and you research it and you talk to the neighbors, which we did before we moved here, you're fine. And if they do vote somebody in the future and they say the rules are changing and this is what you can and can't do, then you move. You sell the house, which typically kept up very good value for being an HOA, which my house in my neighborhood does. If anything ever changed here drastically, I would just sell the house and move to somewhere else. It's no big deal. It's not a blanket statement to say all HOAs are bad. Some of them are bad, like the one in this video. And I believe this police officer should file a lawsuit. But they did sign the papers when they moved in, so they did know what they were getting into. But not being able to park a police car, like that lawyer said, terrible rule. Change it. If you don't want people having their commercial vehicles, that's dumb enough as is. Like if I have a pickup truck and I do mobile detailing, that's how I pay for that house to live in that HOA. That's my business, right? That's stupid. But if that's the rules, that's the rules. But a police car, that's an exception. That's just like insane, asinine. So that's how I feel about it. You guys can let me know in the comment section. As always, thank you for watching. We can agree or disagree or whatever it is in the comments. We don't have to be mean to each other, and still enjoy the videos, still enjoy the channel, and subscribe and come back and watch more of them. I appreciate it, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time.